Eccoci qua ragazzi, benvenuti a una nuova serie. Cambiamo completamente genere rispetto all'ultima volta, ovvero lasciamo il buon Carl Fireburn, o come cavolo si chiama, al quinto capitolo, che prima o poi giocheremo, ma ricordo ragazzi sempre senza fretta, perché ecco, questo qua si vede che è, senza voler far vedere la marca, vedete, non sono allineati agli altri, hanno ancora il tappino che si stacca. Vabbè, pazienza. Quindi cominciamo adesso questa tutta la storia, tutto di... ma assolutamente ragazzi. Allora, io so che questo gioco qua comincia praticamente dove era finito The Monkey Island 2, lì, come il secondo capitolo.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over
Guybrush,
here gently now.
Feed food.
Remove my mask. Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there. Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those. No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling. Wow.
Clicca qua.
What should we do next? We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Andiamo qua dentro. Mamma mia, che personaggio. Cioè, guardate ragazzi questa mosca in primo...
I once got a scurvy. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Li caccia fuori come
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I
guardate
don't
anche le altre,
like kids.
come si chiama ragazzi?
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Vabbè.
I guess never mind. Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Cioè, ragazzi, ma guardate le mosche. Cioè, questo
Some places you
altro
go
che
have
essere
scurvy
chiuso
dogs
dall'ASL.
with cheese inside.
Andiamo.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Allora, qui io ho visto una chiave.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Comprare degli... trovare una moneta, trovare la chiave. Ok, ragazzi, la chiave l'abbiamo trovata. Poi questo qui cos'è?
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
Perfetto. Quindi torniamo indietro. Ve l'avevo detto comunque che, ragazzi, sarebbe stato...
Good, you unlocked it.
Mio Dio.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Mamma che schifo, ragazzi.
Gross. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay.
Ugh,
Un topo morto.
Gross. It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
that's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8. A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Ragazzi, ma che schifo. Mamma mia. Vabbè.
Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em,
Oh
boy.
mio Dio, mamma mia.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors. So good.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by
Exhibit removed. Aw. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Mio Dio, ragazzi, guardate che roba.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut. I wonder where those two people we were following went.
Vabbè, andiamo a vedere dove possono essere finiti. Oh.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
La Madonna! Esaminate l'ancora, battere Chucky in una corsa, dar da mangiare all'anatra, aggiungere della salsa al mio scorb. allenarsi nel combattimento con la spada, trovare un quadrifoglio, esprimere un desiderio al pozzo dei desideri, trovare i nostri veri genitori. Ammazza ragazzi, oh. Allora, tenete conto che per quello che ho visto io,
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
ok,
I win!
poi
Hey, hands off!
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
ah, perché
Don't feed the duck.
insomma non dare da mangiare.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Quindi ragazzi, battere ciacchi, ok, trovare, aggiungere della salsa, allenarsi, dare un'occhiata in giro ed esplorare, esaminare ancora.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win!
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
I once saved 2 scurvy dogs at the same time. Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still pare you down to size.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams!
You fight like kids.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be
aspetta.
really good with scurvy dogs. You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog. You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Mamma mia, mamma mia. E vedete, e piano piano stiamo cercando di da mangiare, esprimo un desiderio al pozzo. Ragazzi, fa caldissimo. Fa caldissimo. Benvenuto spettatore. Allora. Cosa facciamo?
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
That's our bread!
I want to feed the duck! Don't feed the duck.
Ok, non dargli da mangiare.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, they have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah,
Quando
blah,
vedi il cursore
blah,
vuol
blah.
dire che
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I certainly hope you'll...
Stop it!
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a...
Gotta run!
How rude.
Sì, vabbè, non stiamo... Ok, e abbiamo fatto anche questo, ragazzi.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Apri la schermata. Vorrei che Chuck avesse i baffi. Vorrei che Dee sparisse.
I wish Dee would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
Ouch!
Hey!
Sì, vabbè. Quindi, ragazzi, adesso cos'è che è rimasto? Esaminare l'ancora, trovare i nostri veri genitori. Ok, l'ancora dove la trovo?
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Ah, ecco.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Se ti è sfuggito qualcosa puoi premere e leggere tutte le battute antecedenti. Ah, ecco qua. Vedi? Veniva chiamata così la parola ancora Nagara, che vuol dire città, ma l'unico modo in cui fare gareggiare, ok. Qui parlava ancora dell'altra storia lì, qui che la V diceva che portava sfortuna, vabbè. Allora, ragazzi, trovare i nostri veri genitori. io non volevo mettere in pausa il gioco, ragazzi. Oh, eccolo qua! Eccolo qua!
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids.
Eccolo
Having
qua,
fun?
il nostro
We got
Guybrush.
dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back
Quello
on.
che abbiamo visto
He
fino
says
adesso,
it's
ragazzi,
really
è stato
funny.
un prologo.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Ovviamente, ragazzi, io sono andato un attimo a leggermi, a riprendermi un altro, perché The Monkey Island 2, lì LeChuck Revenge o Revenge LeChuck, io l'avevo giocato all'epoca, negli anni 90. Però, insomma, sono passati un po' di tempo. Allora, tenete conto che io, senza che me ne vogliate male, io ho visto che questo... Oh, vedete, in realtà il gioco comincia adesso. Quello di prima era un semplice prologo. Ron Gilbert, gran bella persona. No, è abbastanza, vedi? Dominica Armato. No, mi spiace ragazzi di aver fatto una live così a muzzo, però mi dispiaceva perdere questo pezzettino ormai del tardo pomeriggio, perché ormai che ore sono ragazzi? Sono le 6:10, però pensavo di fare circa un'oretta, perché di solito inizio sempre così. Ah, proprio non posso saltare? Ah, pausa. No, è carino, o meglio, questo è un tipo di gioco che ovviamente deve essere un qualcosa che deve piacere. Parte prima, un posto familiare. Ammazza, oh. Ma che bella, una bella mannaia, ecco. Intanto abbiamo aperto,
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't
qui
married
ragazzi
yet when that
facendo
happened.
sempre un
And didn't she
remember
more
a
or
quelli,
less
agli
rescue
episodi
herself?
precedenti.
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Vabbè.
Re-elect Governor Carla. Re-elect Governor Carla.
Allora, questa qui, eccolo là.
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are, exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
Scusate ragazzi, ma fate pratica.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Poveraccio.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Ma scusa, eh.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Oh, ma ragazzi, non abbiamo riscosso grandi. Allora, procurarsi una nave e trovare il monk. Ok, questo io. Procurarsi una nave. Trovare il segreto e rivivere. Ok. Allora, vediamo un po', Di qui cosa c'è?
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Bello. Dopo lo guardo meglio, scusate. Sì, sì.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Vabbè, vediamo un po' di andare dall'altra parte.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great!
We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Ecco, signori. Ecco, avete visto Nadia. Ecco. Sì, ma sono già andato bello più avanti. Perché questo qui è il papà di quel bambino. Ti racconterò dopo, dai, posso andare avanti?
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye.
Questa qui è la sua fidanzata, moglie, quello che...
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook at the scum bar.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers. Only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Quindi ragazzi, devo per forza salire.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
Oh, no. Buonasera. Insomma, comandante, adesso hai visto qual è il titolo.
Never mind.
I never do.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Not for me. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Vabbè, vediamo un attimino.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Al bar.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island?
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
It makes things look bigger. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Allora, comandante, c'è un sacco di rimandi a quelli che furono gli episodi precedenti. Io ti dico la verità, prima di avere avuto intenzione di cominciare questo titolo, sono andato un po' a leggermeli, capito? Perché comunque questo comincia, diciamo che come storia comincia dopo la fine del secondo capitolo, che sarebbe lì LeChuck Revenge. Io lo giocai nel 1990X, capito? Su un computer che non ti dico, mi sembra che fosse tipo un 386 SX 25 Hz, il che t'ho già detto tutto. Aveva 2 megabyte di RAM e come hard disk aveva 105 megabyte. La scheda video ovviamente non esisteva neanche, o quasi. Cioè, quindi tu immagina di quanto tempo siamo tornati indietro. Parliamo del... degli anni 90, primi anni 90, 90, 91, 92. Cioè, quindi tu immagina quanto tempo è passato. Allora, prende il controllo della nave, problema il quartiere, mi riconosce, procurarsi un mocio. Quindi io mi devo travestire e devo trovare...
I didn't know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Hey Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Hey Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Abbiamo capito.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
No, io non volevo uscire. guarda qua. Eccolo
LeChuck,
qua.
sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost
Eccolo qua,
done.
LeChuck.
You have all the supplies
Ma
for the spell to get
assolutamente.
to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and
Monkey blood?
an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Quindi ci dobbiamo travestire. Allora, qui cosa c'è? La prigione.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. It seems to be stuck closed.
Perché probabilmente o dovrò cercare una...
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know.
C'è
No tricks
molto da
necessary.
leggere.
Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them.
Ragazzi.
Only a pro would have a tool like that.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
I don't see anything useful here.
Ah, perché devo accendere la... Probabilmente devo accendere la luce. Perché lui cos'è? Allora, è un bel... purtroppo è così, cioè...
That never ends well for the knife.
No, allora, il fatto è questo. Perché, allora, a me cosa è venuto in mente? Allora, vediamo un po'. Come ottengo il mocio? Come ottengo? Non importa, no. Perché praticamente quello lì sarebbe l'aiuto, capito? Nel senso che se proprio ti blocchi...
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends.
Il piede di quell'altro,
sort of.
comandante.
Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush!
Watch your boots in here.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Allora, facciamo così.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
No, perché vedi?
How's your day going?
Allora, lui non vuole evadere, giusto?
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush!
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Ok, quindi...
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Looks sort of like an eye. Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Cioè, quello che ad esempio io potrei fare così. Guarda, eh.
Hi there.
Hi. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Quindi già questo non potevo farlo uscire. Allora. No, allora, la mia idea era questa, comandante. Visto che quello produce... Allora, era...
It seems to be stuck closed.
Era usare il monocolo...
I don't see anything useful here.
Ma vedo che qua è spenta, capito?
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Hey, Wally. It's the pirate life for me.
Yep.
Hey, Wally. What's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Huh, never seen one of those before. Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Mama.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
You first. What are you doing here?
Don't be weird. I know Elaine used to live here, but it's my house now that I'm governor.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Lasciamolo lì.
It's a cookbook.
Oh, se poi
It
siamo
has 4
proprio
stars, but it looks
nelle
like they're for
canne.
difficulty.
A parte che pensavo che fra un po' avrei chiuso, cioè.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Barbie Lafley. Vabbè. Oh mamma. Il negozio delle navi.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It's a dried up old sea sponge. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It's good for relieving stress.
Ok. No, ero venuto qua perché teoricamente qua ci doveva essere... aspetta.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. It's soft and extra fuzzy. I've got enough to last me. The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. This is awesome! Now I can open one of the jail cells.
No, perché vedi, lui dice...
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Vedi, allora, lo spazzolino che voleva quello là è qua dentro. Però bisogna capire... Questo è quello lì.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
Allora, torniamo giù al molo.
Re-elect Governor Carla.
Lì ce l'ha. Ma c'è un nuovo personaggio qua.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years, you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Fessacchiotti, mamma mia, quanto tempo
Nice
era
talking to you.
che non sentivo parlare, cioè non sentivo di quella parola. Nel retro c'è la cantina. E che ne so cosa c'è nel retro.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
Grr. Yo ho.
Guy Brush Threepwood, as I live and breathe.
Mamma mia, guarda che schifo qua, comandante.
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for
Quindi
a
devo anche
lifetime.
costruire.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool,
Ma guardi.
and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
Minchia, quindi devo trovare anche cioè,
Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Quindi non posso neanche ciurargli.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Cioè, guarda I vermi. Oh.
Looks like a mugshot. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Allora, aspettate perché... Dov'è il libro? La cucina! Quindi? Ah, cioè qua dovrò rispondere a delle domande.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Stay away from my mop.
No, è carino, è molto carino, nel senso come titolo è molto carino. Comunque abbiamo, tanto per essere chiari, quindi abbiamo il mocio, abbiamo lo spazzolino,
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Going out of business? This place is an institution.
Things are not what they seem.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Hey, kid! Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
Mi fa morire, ragazzi.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
See you later.
Yep. Darn it.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
It seems to be stuck closed. It's hopeless.
No, sto cercando di capire se qualcuno di questi oggetti si può...
Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6.
Il museo, sì.
Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions,
Quindi lo
just ask.
spazzolino, caro comandante, lo cancelliamo, perché quello non se ne fa niente.
there's some very tiny writing on it.
Allora, facciamo così, guarda,
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
A me serve proprio questa.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. What was this cinder you got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word
Devo
of it.
lasciare perché devo andare per fare, ma vedrò il
Thanks a
resto.
lot.
Sì, sì, ma tieni conto che adesso
Tell me about this hunk of
tieni
wood.
conto che volevo
That's an original plank from
un'ora
the
e
Golden
40. Oh,
Hind.
no, adesso
Autographed
ragazzi
by Francis
vado a
Drake
chiudere.
himself.
Vado a chiudere anche perché anch'io devo andare a preparare da mangiare, ma anche per quel che riguarda domani, perché non sono ancora riuscito.
The display case is locked. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. It's locked. There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock. How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
This key doesn't fit. there's some very tiny writing on it.
Non ho capito.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Quindi vuol dire che io ho bisogno di un monocolo più potente.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Va bene ragazzi, allora io direi che possiamo fermarci qua. Ci sono 2 o 3 cose interessanti da poter andare a guardare e le cominceremo a vedere. Allora salviamo. Ma che ore sono ragazzi? 19? E va bene, dai, io direi che possiamo fermarci qua per questa volta e niente, e cercheremo pian piano in qualche maniera comunque di riuscire ad andare avanti, perché il genere che volevo affrontare adesso dopo Sniper Elite 4 era questo genere qui, capito? No, molto, molto carino. Adesso andiamo giusto.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Vabbè, niente, abbiamo visto che... Ok ragazzi, grazie comandante per esserci stato. Il gioco è veramente, il titolo è veramente carino, però giustamente un po' come hai fatto anche tu, adesso tocca anche a me. Vediamo un po' come riusciamo ad andare avanti, cioè credo che pian piano, insomma, in qualche maniera ce la caveremo. Allora ragazzi, ce ne vediamo alla prossima, che non so quando sarà, però... a proposito, piccolo spoiler, ho registrato la recensione che presto vedrete quando ovviamente sul tubo sarà finita la serie di Sniper Elite 4, vedrete anche la recensione. Va bene ragazzi, alla prossima e ci vediamo presto, ciao!